points, lost it once, and this is their final attempt on defense to try and make it work. They are bringing all the stops on their defense in terms of making sure they have plenty of utility. They've got the Jaeger this time, they've got the Black Eyes, as well as C4 from, I imagine, both Bandit and Valkyrie. They've got Bandit batteries to be able to try and stop, and then of course, that's such a classic.
Yeah, that's such a difficult Valkyrie cam to take away as well, because you want to take it out, you really might expose yourself, and we see runouts off of that. We've seen it in the past, in that entire ventilation area. It can definitely be a death trap for you as an attacker.
Absolutely. We'll see if they even try and play it. It's not something we have seen them really actually work on because they haven't been pushing the offices side or even archives. So it's definitely been the case where it's not a big concern, but having it there just means a little bit less worry for the defenders because they will know if you push it there or not.
Lem's coming in, trying to find the camera here. Really unsure of where those defenders are. He'll get noticed here by the Alibi in the back. Dash shot into the Alibi Prisma as PZD gets one. He sprays through on the rest, unfortunately does not have enough bullets, but wow, still get the kill on Ilems. NIP with PZD still alive. Huge early on with the Zofia and the Buck.
They're going to have to reset him if they want to make sure he's useful because, like we were talking about, with a bit of a pea shooter, sometimes he's going to have some health to tank some shots in his fights. But there's another kill there coming on Stizzy. This is actually looking like Nip might win their second defensive round.
NIP will have to contest with Lackey spraying in. Thing is, they have to deal with that workshop and diffusers down on the floor. That is a huge advantage for our Brazilian squad. We'll have to come into the servers to take control of it. And you know what? Not only is there a piece of D waiting, even though he's got little health, there's a lot of players that are playing upstairs, and they have a long line of sight from the floorboard to help him out. Though Meepy, using the Lion perfectly to his advantage, will come in and get the kill on piece of D, but still, there's a hole literally right above that diffuser.
Yeah.
That NIP will 100% use to their advantage to shut it down.
Not to mention, PZD was able to burn 2 whole minutes and it helped get 2 to 3 kills. That is definitely the way to be playing a roamer there. Good use of those, the holograms. You saw that lead to the first kill on Leon because he hit the hologram on accident through the wall. It's definitely working out. And now Lion was forced to use both as the E1Ds prior to going for a plant. This puts the defenders hugely in the driver's seat at the moment.
Lackey. Lion will have to pass through the beepers in customs and into the waiting room to get to the stairs. There's 27 seconds left on the clock here, Devin, and that is not a ton of time for IDK to really play with. And sure, there's EMPs, but the E1Ds has already been used. Psycho will just turn around here. The wall is going to get sprayed through, but the Lion, there we go, finds the down and the elimination on Walk, turn it to a 2v3. But now can they shut down any rotation? Psycho will turn around here. And there you go. Get the last kill with, well, in tandem with Kamikaze. That'll be the round the way of NIP. It's 2-3.
Not bad.
So looking at how the operator ban phase went, Devin, what do you think is being foretold for this map? Do you think that the defenders would have a majority advantage, or would it be the attackers, just depending on those bans?
I mean, I think the bans didn't have a huge effect on the defenders, mostly because most teams are really well practiced at playing border, especially without Mira. So the defenders should be in a situation where they can defend just fine without it. The attacker bans, in this case, maybe more so affected IDK, as you were talking about, the Dokkaebi ban, something that's going to be a bit of a struggle for them. They're plenty used to banning Glaz every single time, so that's not going to impact IDK's attacks at all. The question is, will there be any impact on NIP's attacks? I can't imagine they're used to playing Glaz in the current meta, where he's banned all the time. So again, that shouldn't be a big issue. I doubt Dokkaebi was also an issue for them, so they might have a slight advantage here on attack in that none of their real operators that they're going to be especially leaning on were banned. So I would think they should be pretty strong on this attack. You know, depending on how the defense goes here for I don't know, they should be playing a little bit different. We're already seeing, for example, a mute jammer being brought out instead of bandit batteries. So they're already playing a little different despite it being the same bomb site at primary lockers.
I mean, NIP are not really well known for running a Thatcher, so I can see the point of view for IDK. On top of that, you want to secure things with a bandit battery. It's more often than not that the Zofia will come in and just take them out very easily, or a Buck, for example, because, well, you have to put 2 of them, and then suddenly 2 of them to secure to secure the 2 walls have suddenly been removed. Whereas if you're a mute, well, you can use 1 jammer to secure 2 walls, and you can set other jammers and other positions as well. So it offers a lot of flexibility as an operator, but it really does depend on how you want to play things, because you really might want to make sure that a side of the map does not ever get contested.
Yeah.
In this case, we'll just see standard mute jammer position.
I mean, like you said, if they don't bring a Thatcher, I think that's the smart way to go is with the mute jammer, because first off, they're not necessarily going to know it's muted without droning that area first. I mean, it will have Psycho here able to spot it out potentially, but it means that he'll put something on the wall. Again, leave himself in a tough position. I mean, obviously, if they've been bringing Habana, that would be even tougher, because you cannot pull X Kairos off the wall to try and rotate and use them somewhere else. So you'd have to be committed to trying to open that wall at that point if you'd committed 2 X sets of X Kairos. And we're checking to see if they could get some idea if anyone's offices. Did not see any mute jammers on that back offices wall, so we could see them potentially rotate for an offices push if they read into that.
Zofia spraying into the hallway here to try to push the CCTV office. CCTV is a very important part of the map. It's one of the main pillars of border, if you will, because having control of it means, especially as an attacker, that you can rotate around the map without really having to fear for too many angles, because you're really just exposed to a hallway. It's not always wise to peek through. Now that's a drone position that I love.
Yeah.
The Lion has been set up upstairs. You know what? They can't really see the drone and how it is, so a lot of information will be relayed to NIP's attack.
Looks like they were able to take out any mute jammers thanks to the IQ here. At least looking like he's trying to.
That's he's trying to get the drone from Leon here. That'll be a double whammy. Of course, Leon is playing the Echo this time. PZD runs on into the site with his drone. They'll spot out the drone, but they can't really expose himself too much. Unfortunately, the Yokai is still in the same position, and if the IQ can actually find an angle on it, that'll be a huge loss. Even though you get 2 Yokais, they still are very, very powerful.
Yeah, he's already got 1 set up there, ready to play it as long as they are able to actually push into the bomb site. Surprisingly, the Pulse allowed to roam downstairs. We've actually seen Pulse banned quite a few times on border as well, just to stop exactly what you're seeing there. Making sure he can't see for a plant attempt. But Leon with the first kill, not a surprise, but that's on a Psycho. That means some more grenades off the board.
A lot of damage done to the mute and
to
the Echo, and Alem sitting on the floor will get taken down. Piece of with a perfect grenade onto Scissor to finish him off. NIP looking for the tie around here. As the diffuser will get set. C4's not been thrown out, and finally you'll see Lackey reacting, and unfortunately, yeah, there we go. It will hit. Wog will go down, but it's a 3v3, and it's a retake situation with 2 players low on health. Leon, though, somehow winning the fight against Kamikaze. The ACOG on ACOG play. Lackey in the desk area. Can he jump out and make this one happen? Gonna have to play from the run out. If he can catch the defense off guard, and yes, there we go. Lackey will get the kill on PZD. Now they have to deal with Julio. There's not much time left alive as the ACOG of Zofia is trained right onto the diffuser. The smoke will try to slow things out as the peak right onto Julio, and Lackey clutches it here to get the last kill on NIP. IDK. What is this? This is beautiful play, using the smoke to their advantage, realizing that the Zofia had already set everything up for this exact situation. You see, I don't know, really warming up to the stage play. Online, offline, no matter what, they've so far have been showing that they can make it happen.
Yeah, a lot of that was definitely due to the great Pulse play. I mean, you saw him get the C4 kill, you saw him get the run out, you saw him get that last clutch kill as well. Lackey definitely MVP of that round, making it happen. And it was definitely a clutch situation by far. I mean, it would have been nice if he would have been able to stop the plant from getting down as well, but either way, Lackey, I mean, is he just trying to 6th pick the Pulse?
100%.
I would imagine.
Unless, well, they're going vents.
Could stick it, he could.
There's one position I can see that being used. Maybe a second one if we really want to play, but there you go. There's no way around it. Pulse is going to get picked up here. If we were on Armory, then maybe I can see it used for the Frost. With this...
Yeah, because you have to kind of sprint in.
Yep.
It's a tough spot to be in. Although I think a lot of teams, if they know that there's the Frost there, they're going to expect that spot. But either way, we'll see how they defend vents. Now, both teams did win their first defense on lockers, though. So I don't know, haven't done anything different in terms of defense so far. than what NIP did in their set of defensive rounds. So if they can defend vents, then they're already a huge advantage over NIP, because that'll put them on map point.
Yeah. Of course, being on map point, IDK would very much like to take a second map here on border.
Since Oregon's a good one for them.
Exactly, and that's the thing. If they can take it to map 3, then we can see IDK actually taking the win here, which is not really something a ton of people would have expected looking at the experience of NIP. They've been playing so much recently as well. So IDK kind of have to fall back on a lot of very old strategies and bits of metagame that they might have acquired back in their old days, but Julio with a great charm there on his shield. A blitz shield.
Why not?
What if we had 2 shields? Why can't you run it with 2 shields? Ubisoft, please fix that. Please.
Yeah.
2 shields. Thank you.
Working on it. We'll see, though, if NIP can
check BTS tomorrow, by the way.
No, we did see a great comeback, though, on Clubhouse from I don't know, when they were definitely in a tough spot. It got all the way to map point, and we saw a series of 3 rounds in a row, and then even a 4th one come out from IDK before they finally lost it. So we could see NIP come out here strong and be able to bring it back as well. It definitely is not locked out just yet, as it's not even map point for IDK, but still, this is looking like it's a bit stronger, leaning towards IDK than I would have imagined, just based off it being NIP's map pick. And this is one of the few maps they've done somewhat decent on during Pro League.
Now, of course, we have a completely different format in Pro League to this. It's a league, you play best of 1, everybody gets to play every single day. Well, here it's all about stamina still and stamina on land. Really, it is an exhausting, mentally exhausting challenge for sure. He's at D low on health, but he'll still get the kill on Elems. So the Echo is now eliminated. An early advantage here for NIP. They can't really contest Julio's blitz, and very smart from Julio. Doesn't really push up into the rest of the army until he has some support in the back, but still the kill will go the way of IDK as Habana is going to get removed. The hatch has already been taken out. That's just preset by the defense. However, Pisa D on the sledge is low on health. Got to be careful.
Yeah, it's definitely a situation where he's still pushing fairly aggressively in terms of making this work with Julio, but Pisa D getting the kill on Stizzy brings us pretty advantageous in NIP side. I mean, losing the ability to open up hatches, not a big deal when most of the hatches are already open for you.
That was, of course, NIP's second hard destructor. Meepy, though, is still getting the kill. Now, because of the fact that the thermite is still available for NIP, they can still make their way into the workshop.
Which they're going to
have to decide.
Oh, that drop.
Yeah, which position do they go for here? Julio only takes a bit of damage as the thermite will end up opening up the side wall. Chuck in 1 smoke grenade, try and rush onto the smoke, and smoke from Meepy really not able to do much against this here. Julio will tank all the damage. There's only 12 seconds left on the clock, but Lackey will get the kill, and Diffuser is still in the hand of Wog. If they can clean him up before that Lion comes in to help, might be a huge bit of play. He'll swipe into the floor. Leon will find the headshot before the Diffuser's already on the floor, and there you go. IDK will be on the map point. A last spray to come in from IDK and Leon. Able to take round number 7. That is a bit of a huge blunder there from NIP. They were focused on the diffuser plant. The smoke went their way, but the second canister, or the second grenade that wasn't used by the Blitz kind of, fell away, and the Lion was able to rotate and put himself in a position good enough to contest the rotation from the bathroom.
Yeah, that's the thing, is they did the retake just at the right time. They did the retake during the actual plant, as opposed to waiting post-plant. That gave them the advantage because that was one man completely occupied typing on his keyboard that they were able to get. I mean, quite a few missed shots and a missed knife didn't lead to stopping the plant right away, but at that point it didn't matter. You saw they had managed to get all the kills, and then of course we're able to just clean it up from there. Customs, though, is a different beast, and this is going to be interesting to see if they're able to hold this off, because this has so rarely been successfully defended lately without having Memoria on play. Julio gonna try that blitz again, though. Not a huge surprise there, but no 6 picks coming out. As I say that, they were just baiting.
It's always like that. It's always like that. But the 3 ACOGs That's the important part of this.
Yeah, that's got to be definitely part of the strategy of defending this bomb site, is having those extra long angles to be able to fight. So, for example, I said there's no mirror to be able to defend that hallway, something that was kind of a linchpin of the customs defense. Maybe they're going to be playing those ACOGs to do something similar. Sometimes we've seen people play punch holes in that, for example, where they'll punch holes either crouch or prone height, use those ACOGs to be able to fight down the hallway, to fight all the way down to East Stairwell or anyone coming out of offices into the hallway. So I like the idea, but we do see most of the important pushes coming from Passport and opening up the Passport wall into Customs to go for the plant, but that depends on controlling CCTV first. So if IDK can hold off CCTV for a long time and then stop a Passport push, they could win this and close out this second map and take it to Oregon. We'll see.
Leon playing in CCTV. I wonder if he's bringing a Supernova. We've seen a lot of Echo Supernova plays, and no,
Yeah.
it's going to be just the SD, the XD MP5.
They want the ACOGs.
He's trying to play the lying angles here with the ACOG. Of course, as you just mentioned, you got 3 to be played with that for IDK. And the thing is, a lot of people assume that roam game is all about you know, having a 3-speed and all that, but really it's more of a mindset than actual being locked into an operator.
There's a lot of roaming docks.
Yeah, there's operators that obviously will lend themselves better to that, having the speed and the ability to rotate. However, being able to move around and use your extra HP, use your ACOG to your advantage definitely helps you out here. The drop will come in as Julio cannot really, there we go, he'll hip fire Lackey down. Great bit of accuracy there, all calculated. First, the Rook will get taken down early on. Sizzy trying to find the angle on the feet. But that's the sledge eliminated. Grenades off the board as well. A lot of soft destruction. Do see Psycho on that Ash as well.
Well, we'll see if they can finally eliminate Julio, because that low health is definitely bad for a shield to be playing with, but they could potentially still reset. There's a lot of time, and then the Ash is taking a lot of damage there, Psycho.
Oh,
but
no!
Kill! All right.
Clancy going down here to the spray of the Ash. Now, a lot of damage has already been done to Julio, which means that the smoke of Meepy, if left alive, can definitely shut things down. So I'll have to watch for those hatches or even the stairs. And, oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's not how you reset. That's how you kill your teammate. NIP possibly giving away the round here. A bit of a failed reset. Leon spraying into the side as the diffuser will get picked up. Psycho moving up, but he's got to contest against the Echo. Flores. Leon will just rotate away, realizing, you know what, I'm not in a good position. I already burned off quite a bit of time. Let's go. Wag will come in and try to push into detention, though, with the Thermite.
3v3, though, 48 seconds left. Plenty of time for this to still work out for NIP. But losing that blitz and the grenades of the sledge, definitely going to hurt.
Psycho with the flash into the back. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't really know that there's nobody left in this position at all for CCTV.
A little late to take CCTV as well.
Kamikaze dropped on the floor as the Lems will get one. We're getting closer and closer to a possible IDK victory on map 2. Wag will have to contest the servers here as the Valkyrie plays around the side. Lems will get one more. It's all up to Psycho. This drops into the customs desk. He'll get 1 kill on the Echo, but as there's 10 seconds left on the clock, he's got to run in and get as many kills as possible, and Meepy will clean him up. Psycho and NIP going down, which means IDK tie it up 1-1. It's a pretty good start here for I Don't Know. They come on in, but we talked about this. We go into map 3, and it's Oregon, and that's a map that 100% has been working out very, very well for the boys of IDK.
Well, I mean, you have, we had it played once from NIP, but that was a loss for them. And then you have IDK, who played it twice and won it twice against, you know, a lot of strong EU teams playing in there. So it is a tough position to be in with NIP, but you still got to be feeling good about Clubhouse and how that went. But it does kind of hurt to lose your own map, despite